Hello, everyone. It is me, Mr. Carver, and I am here in the computer lab to do computer science stuff.
Oh, hello, everybody. It's me, Mr. Carver. Oh, hello. Who are you?
You're not Mr. Carver. I'm Mr. Carver.
You're Mr. Carver? Oh, gee, I thought I was Mr. Carver.
Nope, nope, definitely not. See, I'm Mr. Carver because I have a mustache. Yeah, and also I know how to work computers.
Hmm, you do make a good point.
Yes, yes, and also my favorite vegetable is Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprout. Hey, wait a minute. Mr. Carver doesn't like Brussels. I don't like Brussels sprouts. You're not Mr. Carver. I'm Mr. Carver.
Oh, okay, you caught me. I am not Mr. Carver. My name is Mr. Pin. I just wanted to be Mr. Carver so that I could be a computer scientist like you.
Oh, Mr. Pin, you don't have to be a computer science teacher to be a computer scientist.
You don't?
No! Anyone and everyone can be a computer scientist. You see, a computer scientist is someone who understands how computers work and then uses that knowledge to solve the world's problems. Maybe it's a small problem, like where you lost your favorite toy, or maybe they'll use computers to solve big problems, like climate change.
And anyone can do this? Even me?
Anyone can do it. All you need to do is learn about how computers work and think about how you could use them to solve problems.
Well, this is fantastic news. I want to get started right away.
Well, you are in luck because we've got a brand new computer science lesson coming up.
All right, everybody. In the level that we're doing today, we are going to scroll down to our loops, and we're going to be harvesting crops with loops. So to harvest crops with loops, what we'll do is we're going to start here, and it has a video that we'll watch. It explains the harvester, and then when you're done watching the video, you'll push continue. So here is our harvester, and I see on the harvester, she's going to move forward, and then she's going to have to pick some crops, in this case, some pumpkins. Now, the pumpkins that she picks, it tells her right here how many pumpkins she needs to pick. So we're going to use a block that has a repeat on it. So this is repeat 4 times. And then we're going to have to tell her what do we repeat 4 times. In this case, we're going to tell her, pick the pumpkin. She should go forward and pick 4 pumpkins. Let's push run and see. That was easy. Let's keep going. Here's another level. Well, this time it looks like we're going to have to go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. If I'm doing this more than once, over and over and over again, same direction, I can use a repeat block. How about this? Repeat, going forward 5 times. Now, after she got to the pumpkin, what should she do next? She should pick the pumpkin 4 times. Now this is already saying 5, so I got to click it and erase it and type a 4 in there instead. So go forward 5 times, pick pumpkins 4 times. That's what that says right there. All of these puzzles are going to be kind of that same idea. We are going to look for what's repeated and then repeat it over and over again. Now take a look here. Woo, 15 blocks. That's a lot. Let's break this puzzle down into parts, okay? Let's solve the first part first. Let's not worry about everything. Let's just worry about getting here. What can we do to get here? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go forward 5 times. And then we're going to have to pick 4 pumpkins, it looks like. Pick 4 pumpkins. And then I think we're going to have to turn ourselves to the right. Now, I'm going to run it, even though I know it's not going to beat the whole puzzle, but I want to see, is that first part right? Because I'm going to break this down into parts. Forward. Okay, that's great. That meant I got the first thing, and it looks like she's all set and ready to go for the next thing. It looks like I'm going to do the exact same thing. And so I'm going to go forward 5 times, pick 4 pumpkins, turn to the right. Now I'm going to run it now. I'm going to see if I can get that far. I am not stressing out about trying to beat the problem in one shot. I like building it little by little. See, this lets me know I'm right there and I am set for this next part, which kind of looks like it's the same. We'll actually learn about how we could make this line of code even shorter, because you might notice how we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So can we do this shorter? Yes, we can. That's going to come up in other levels and lessons. Here we go, that one. Here we go, that one. Here we go, that one. Got it. Let's take a look at 5. So here in 5, ooh boy. Here I see that we've got corn and pumpkins. Once again, don't try and solve everything all in one shot. Let's break it down into parts. Let's first just try to get to the corn. So, I'm gonna go forward, forward. You see, I'm gonna go forward, forward instead of putting it in a loop block, doing it 2 times, and here's why. If I were to do this 2 times, I haven't really made my code any shorter. This is 2 blocks. This is 2 blocks. If you only repeat one direction 2 times, you can probably just put them out like this. So I'm just going to go forward, forward. Now, what do? Now I'll use a repeat block. It looks like I have 6 pieces of corn, so I'll have to pick the corn. Now you have to make sure that you're not picking a pumpkin. If you pick pumpkin when you're supposed to pick corn, this farmer is going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So make sure that you've got the right thing in the right spot. Let's see. Okay, that's good. That works. So now I've got to go ahead and do another one. Let's see, forward again. And then it looks like I've got to repeat this 4 times. Pick a pumpkin. Reset, run. Solve that one. Solve that one. Now I can do the next part. I'm going to go here. 6 times pick the corn. I'm going to have to go forward again. And then I'm going to have to pick 4 pumpkins. 4 pumpkins. Pumpkins. Like that. Reset. Run. When I break this down into parts, it becomes a whole lot easier to figure out what I'm supposed to do. Nice. So in 6, ooh, tough one. You're going to go through, and I think the first thing you would want to do is go forward and pick some corn. Don't you agree? Go forward, pick corn. Then we're going to do it again, and then again, and then again, and then again. We can do that 5 times. We can put both of these blocks inside a loop. The loop can actually hold more than 1 block. So what if I did that? What if I said go forward and pick, go forward and pick, go forward and pick, go forward and pick, go forward and pick? That looks good. Now, let me just turn my character, my farmer, to the right and go forward and turn to the right again. Now let's see if that's going to work to set them up right there. That's the next part of my puzzle. Good. Now I think I have just the last part. I'm going to pick a pumpkin, and then I'm going to go forward. How many times am I going to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. Pick the pumpkin, then move forward. Notice that's different than this one. And the reason it's different is because she was not on a piece of corn to start with. She had to go forward first, then pick. But when she's here, she's on the pumpkin, so she has to pick first, then go forward. And she has to do it 6 times. 6. Just like that. Number 7, same idea. Pick all the corn first, then go up, go forward, and pick 7 pieces of pumpkin. Here's another one. Yikes. Solve the first thing first. Solve this by going forward and picking corn. Does that work? Yes. What would she do next? Turn to the right. Go forward. And do what? Pick a pumpkin. Good. What would she do next? Well, turn to the left so that she's looking that way. And then she's going to have to do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. If she's going to do all of this that many times, I want to put all of this in the block, in the loop. So when you're doing this, like, this mouth will get as big as you need it to get. You just got to do the first thing first, then the next, and then when you get to the part that loops, then put it all inside a loop. Now it looks like I'm going to have 7 times to do this. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. 7 times. Let's see this one. Challenge puzzle. But it's kind of the same thing. You'll just need to add a few more loops in there. What would we do first? Go forward. What would we do next? Get 4 pieces of corn. Forward. Then what? Turn to the right. And go forward. Once you're there, let's see. So the next part looks like I'm right there. I gotta get pumpkins. And turn to the left. Now I could build all this code again, or, a little preview for what we're gonna do next. If I were to do that, that's gonna take a lot of blocks. What if I'm gonna do it again and again and again and again? Take this and I'll loop the whole thing. Can you loop a loop? You can. Loop-de-loops, nested loops. That'll be something that we work on in the future. But this would be how you collect a lot of things with only a little piece of code. Okay, let's take a look at some of these other puzzles then that I'll have you work on. So you'll work on number 10 here like this, okay? You'll collect all those code. 11 here, again, 10 blocks. You should be able to collect all those pieces of produce. Here is another one. Here is a third one, or last one. This one you click A, B, C, or D. Read the code. Think what you're going to have it do. When you click one and then say run, then it will do that thing. Okay? Then when you get to the end, you are done. I've attached a sheet in our classroom page on our assignment page to kind of help you along. Try it first, and then you can look at my slideshow to see what the answers are if you get stuck. I'd rather have you try and succeed than just like give up. So don't give up. Like I'm gonna give you the answers, but to try it first and then take a look at what those answers might be. All right. Computer science is changing the world, and you get to be a part of that change. I will see you next time.